St. Joseph, patron of the dying. The next story I'd like to share with you is, what do you do when you're not around someone in the hospital? You can't physically be there. How many times have you got an email or a phone call of that person, that cousin, that aunt, that uncle, who's not in good standing with the church, or maybe is? So back in South Texas, my refinery job, we got that call. I had a good uncle, God rest his soul. He was dying. He had been a suffering soul, had a stroke in half his brain. He turned into a really hard man. Abusive, mad, cursing. My poor aunt went through so much. Well, the time came that the family was just waiting for him to part. And then we got that call that he had 24 hours left. 24 hours in his lifetime. Well, I was at that moment. I'll pray for him. And my little daughter, it's not so little anymore. She's in this room here tonight. She was 5 at the time. She says, "Daddy, can we pray a Divine Mercy Chaplet for him, Daddy?" That was a test at that moment. I needed to go to work. I was living under my own family's house. But, faith. I got my parents because I know my father has authority over me, and I'm in his house. So it's like, yes, this will work even more if I get my parents to pray. So we prayed a Divine Mercy Chaplet, went to work. Time passed. 24 hours he had left. Well, it's funny, coincidence, but there's no coincidence. The only coincidence is God's coincidence, right? A little lady was selling tacos. She had no reason or purpose to be in this little town. And she comes across my uncle who's dying. And when they get to the house, they turned away the deacon because he needed confession. And the lady says to my family, who's in West Texas, El Paso, she's like, "Oh, don't worry. I work at a parish. I know the priest personally. He'll come right away for confession." Well, long story short, the priest came 3 hours before he died, administered last rites, and my uncle died at 3 p.m. Divine Mercy Hour. St. Joseph, patron of the dying.